Hello again. This is the second part of a session recorded on July the 1st for the ELT115 section 3. And let me show you the suggested activity that I was talking about in the previous session. I'm going to copy and paste a list of words in the chat now. And I'm also going to share with you this I'm going to share with you the same task, okay? There it is. And I'm going to copy and paste this again. Actually, I'm going to send you the file. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so the file was sent to the chat. It's called transcription exercises. Okay, it's called transcription exercises. And what I expect you to do is I'm not sure if you received this, but then I'm going to show you this in the. Okay, here we go. So what I want you to do first is I want you to read with me. We have the words on the left: jumped, who, prison, queen, pleasure, agenda, philosophy, giant, one, use, liked, horse, always, young, laugh, then, park, prize, nation, eggs, drinks, let's go up, grows, close, each, genre, stopped, there, dessert, invasion, through, which, shouted, uncle, cheese, another, lived, bad, fun, right, leisure, closure, understand, usually. Okay, so the idea is that you can work with these words and that you focus on the highlighted section in the word. For example, and here's the instruction, by the way. Transcribe the highlighted consonant, actually consonants, using the appropriate phonetic symbol. So in the word jumped, you focused on the initial consonant sound, okay? And you transcribe which is the consonant sound that you use to describe jumped. Okay. In this case, sorry, the transcription would be J, which is represented by that particular symbol. Okay. So the task is basically to describe or transcribe the consonant sounds, and in the next minutes you take 10 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes, and then we'll review the answers. All right, the idea would be that you pause the video so you can work with the transcription of the consonant sounds, and then you can check out the answers. All right. So if you're going to work with this exercise, please pause the video now. Okay, let's take a look at your answers, okay? Assuming that you took the time to review each one of the words and that you transcribe all the highlighted sections in or consonants in the words, we're going to review the answers, okay? So I'm going to open up. Sorry, I'm going to open up the file with the answers. Here we go. Okay. So in the first one we have the word jumped. Okay, jumped, which is the initial consonant sound here. J, j. Now, by the way, the word jumped ends in ed, which is the past tense marker. So whenever we're talking about the past tense marker, we think about three ways, right? We can add a voiced d, we can add a voiceless t, or if the word ends in a t, such as the verb want, we think about it or it. Let me put it in another way. Okay, the word jumped ends in ed, which is a past tense, right? If you consider the final consonant sound of the word jump, that is a voiceless consonant sound. Okay, voiceless. So when we think about ed ending or the past tense marker, we think about t, which is voiceless. So voiceless goes with a voiceless, basically. Okay, if we think about the word the verb play, for example, play, and the word play, the word play ends in diphthong, which is voiced sound, right? So when we think about the past tense, played, because of the voiced ending, we add a voiced consonant sound. Voiced with voiced. Jumped, we have voiceless, so we used a voiceless consonant sound. What if the verb ends in a t, like in want? You add it, as in wanted, quite common in RP, or received pronunciation, or you add ed, a schwa and a d, wanted, 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 okay? Which is the second one used more often in general American accent, okay? So this is the ending of the ed ending, or the past tense marker. You need to check out the final sound in a word, the final sound in a verb. If it's voiceless, think about t. If it's voiced, think about d. And if it ends in t, right, think about the endings it or ed. Okay. For number 2, we have who right here. For number 3, we have prison, prison, z, z. For number 4, we have queen, queen. Check that out, right? Queen. For number 5, we have pleasure. Pleasure. For number 6, we have agenda. Agenda. Number 7, we have philosophy. Philosophy. 8, giant. 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 Number 9, one. One. Okay, a glide and a wedge. One. Number 10, use. 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 Number 11, liked. Liked. Past tense, ed. Final sound, voiceless k. So we have a voiceless t, right? Horse. Horse or horse. Are you using a dialect or accent that includes rhoticity? So horse, horse. No rhoticity or non-rhotic accent, horse, right? Always, always, always. 13. Number 14, young, young. Number 15, laugh in RP, laugh in General American. 16, then. 17, park, park. Okay, non-rhotic. Rhotic accent, park, park. Then we have 18, we have price, price. And for the word prize, we have a voiced z, right? So in this case, we're seeing the word prize, which has a voiceless s. 19, nation, nation, right? 20, eggs, eggs. We have in this case we have a plural marker, okay? Plural markers, right? Because when we think about the word egg, egg is a countable noun. You can count eggs. You can say 1 egg, 2 eggs, 3 eggs, 4 eggs, right? You can count them. The final sound of the word egg, egg, g, is voiced. Therefore, we used a voiced z. Voiced, voiced. The same with the word eyes, right? The word I ends in a diphthong. So a diphthong or a vowel sound, they're always voiced. So we have to use a voiced z. Now in the word cat, 1 cat, 2 cats, 3 cats, the final sound t is voiceless. Therefore, we used a voiceless s. Voiceless, voiceless. Voiced, voiced, as what happens in the word egg, eggs, right? So that's the plural marker, okay? In the word drinks, we have although the spelling is D-R-I-N-K, we have here, which is influenced by the following sound, which is velar sound, right? So the velar sound is influencing the previous one, making this velar sound. Then we have grows, grows, and here we have what's called the third person singular marker. Okay, like for example, she talks, she grows, she stays, she listens, right? So whenever we add this third person singular marker, and we need to decide whether it's s or z, we need to pay attention to the previous sound or the final sound of the verb. In this case, the verb is to grow, grow, o, which is a diphthong, right? A diphthong or a vowel sound, they are always voiced. So we need to think about voiced z. In the case of talk, talk, k, k, the final sound of the verb to talk is voiceless. So when we think about third person singular, we say talks, voiceless, voiceless, voiced, voiced. Okay, she grows, she talks, right? That's the third person singular marker, okay, that we need to consider. We always need to consider the final sound of the verb. If it's voiced, and we need to decide between s or z. If it's voiced, always go for z. If it's voiceless, always go for s. Okay? Now, word number 23 is close. Same reason. Voiced, voiced, close. 24, each, each. 25, genre, genre. 26, stopped, stopped, stopped. 27, there or there, depending on your on the accent you want to imitate, right? 36, lived, lived. Again, v, voiced, d, voiced. Okay. 37, bad. 38, fun. 39, right. 40, leisure. 41, closure. 42, understand. And 43, usually, usually. Okay. Now, I would like you to practice this on your own. I would like you to work with this individually. The text was copied and pasted in the chat, right? And the idea is that you work with them, with these two dialects on your own, to practice speaking, okay? In the first paragraph, the focus is sh and j, sh and j. And if you have questions, you need to go to, Google. You can copy and paste the word in an online transcription website, and find out the pronunciation, right? In the second paragraph, we have s and z. So the idea is that you get used to the pronunciation of specific words. We always think we know the pronunciation of some words, but it's quite complex. We always have to make sure that we know the pronunciation of words, right? You can go to Google, or you can go to photransedit.com and copy and paste. Well, you can actually use any transcription website to find out the pronunciation of words. Sometimes you think you know how to pronounce words, right? But it actually requires some attention, or close attention. It would be wonderful to have some feedback from you, but so far you would have to read this. Probably we would have some speaking practice, and probably we would focus on some specific words. So the idea is that you take a look at this paragraphs and practice, and then make sure that you know the pronunciation of each one of these words. Okay, remember, you are becoming professional teachers, right? So the idea is that you know what you're talking about. So that would be the second part of this session. Unfortunately, there's a lot of interaction and lots of feedback that we're not having through this way. And I guess at some point we're going to meet again, and we're going to have the time and the chance to get some feedback. Okay, so that's all for now. Remember, choose one of the websites that in which you can find listening activities. I'm suggesting lo.org, but you can find many websites that are which focus on listening activities, and do the suggested activities that I mentioned in the previous part, which were listening first, then listening and repeating, then listening and focusing on specific consonant sounds. Okay, the more specific you are, the more you develop your listening skill. So that would be all for today. I will see you next time. Goodbye, everyone. I'm going to stop the recording now. Okay.